Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl, and today we're going to be breaking down this 3-game Counter-Strike slate. It's not pretty. It is not a pretty slate. Not much money to be made here, because if you guys see the size of these under... Furia minus 213 is the smallest favorite. Minus 476, minus 1250. I'll be blunt. I have all the favorites winning. But before we jump into all this, I had myself a hell of a day. We'll go ahead and start off with the smaller winning one. We'll go ahead and look at the main slate for Counter-Strike. This one was 5K to first today. And we'll go ahead and look at my lineup when it pops up. Soon. Hello? Wake up. Please. Here we go. I finished in 6th. Felt pretty good about that one. Tied with this guy. I had Art, which, beautiful. Quesarado and Vinny. Love that Vinny play. 72 points, 5,800. Perfect there. I had Zeppa, had Shiro and Axel. 515 points, 6th place in the contest. Just so beautiful. First place lineup in this one had, I believe, Hobbit as the captain. Because if I switched out Shiro for Hobbit, that would have went up even further. Hobbit, Art, Zeppa, Floppy, Shiro, and Axel. So solid from this guy. $5,000 richer. Congrats to him. But that's not all the winning from today, because we'll go ahead and look at the late slate from today's Counter-Strike slate, which is the last 2 games. It was the Cloud9 game and the Furia game. And this one went a little bit better. By a little bit, I mean we don't even have to look at my lineup first. We'll go ahead and look at the winner's lineup. Oh, wait, that is my lineup. I took home a GPP today, $1,000 win. Let's get it. Hopefully everybody took advantage of my video yesterday. I had Art, Quesarado, Vinny, Esatag, Zeppa, and Floppy. $1,000 richer today. And I've been playing a little bit. I have like $400 into double ups and a bunch of shit right now, so that's why that amount's a little bit lower. But $1,000 win today. I also came in 7th place in the showdown slate, which was $53. Ultimately, today's Counter-Strike slate, I made over $1,200, which was awesome. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump into the slate. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. Proof that my picks are money from yesterday. And I'm not going to stray too far from the well for this slate. I have a couple of good plays that I like to go after. Couple opinions on some players. But as you guys know, I'm going after all the favorites, so I'm not really gonna. It's just who you're going to be able to build in with it. We'll go ahead and look at T1 first, going up against Gambit. I have a feeling this slate's going to be a lot like day 1. And I mentioned day 1 of this group that you might have to have a loser on your lineup, which that ended up happening, where I believe it was Esatag was on the winning lineup in a loss. But you might have to have a losing player. And any of these guys, if you think they can get you a KD of 1 and have a couple clutches, and then if they get swept, that's fine. They get bonus points, and at 6K, 62, 6K, 5K, any of those could be an option for value plays. It's just that this slate is so tough with money, because Shiro 10-2, Simple 10,000, Hobbit 9.4, Caserado 9.2, Electronic 8.8, Axel 8.6. It's just a lot of these top players are very, very expensive today, and it's going to be tough to get to some of them. In all honesty, I'm not really going after. I'm going more simple tomorrow than Shiro, just because I feel like simple can put on a lot more against MIBR. When Shiro's been having, he's been having an average performance. He's been getting anywhere from 70, 89, 71. He's been having a meh go at it. In terms of his standards and in terms of $10,000 standards, I'm probably gonna fade him. Along with Hobbit, I like Axel tomorrow, 8,600. I feel like that's a decent pay up option. And then Interns, I feel like is going to be one of my favorite value plays for tomorrow, just because he's 6,400 and Gambit will most likely sweep tomorrow. If they don't, then Interns won't be a good play, but they will most likely sweep tomorrow, and he's cheap enough to go at it. We'll go ahead and move on to the next game. Obviously, I have Navi for this game, but if you want to look at some value, Cello is not going to be a value play. Shiz at 6,600, I feel like that one will probably be your best value play for tomorrow. Maybe Bolts at 58, but ultimately, probably one of these three guys will be decent value plays for you. And once again, if Navi goes and sweeps, these guys will get a little bit of a rounds not played bonus, and they're guaranteed like 50 points. If they have a KD of 1, they're guaranteed 50, 60 points. And at that price, you could probably build a decent lineup and be able to work around it. Maybe that could work. On the Navi side, we got Simple at 10,000. I'm going to go after Simple tomorrow. He had a horrible game today. Horrible. One of the main reasons why I went nuclear in the slate yesterday, he scored 43 points at $9,400, and he was 57% owned or something crazy in the contest. That helped propel me to the top because I faded Simple, which was a fantastic move. But I do like Simple tomorrow, and I do like Electronic tomorrow as well. So I'm going after both of those guys. Perfecto at 8K is too expensive. Boomage at 7,000 is too expensive. And then screw these two guys. I'm not going to even try to bother with them. Do not go after Bit. Do not go after Flamey. They split maps with each other. Not a good idea. Even though they're cheap, I'd rather go after an MIBR player, a T1 player, or a Cloud9 player tomorrow instead of going after Flamey or Bit. Final game, we get Furia and Cloud9. We'll go ahead and look at the Cloud9 players. Mezzi, 7,600, not an option. I don't think C9 wins tomorrow. I think Furia sweeps. Furia has not dropped a map this entire group. I don't see it happening tomorrow because Furia has gone in. They beat MIBR. Yes, they were not that difficult. They beat T1, which not that difficult. They swept Navi. That one was the big one. I don't see Cloud9 putting up a map against them. Zeppa 6,800 would probably, or Esatag at 62 would probably be one of the value-ish plays. Not really too interested in either one of those, though. I have a little bit of a different idea for tomorrow's slate, but if you wanted to go after some of those guys, I feel like if you wanted to, T1 players or MIBR will be probably a little bit better than Cloud9 players, just in my opinion. Finally, we got Furia, which, can I say, I love Furia. The type of Counter-Strike that they play, I love it. They're very aggressive, they go for hunts, they try to get as many frags as they can, and they play very strategically. That being said, my favorite value play on today's slate is Vinny himself. He flies underneath the radar, $5,400 on a team that could sweep. I'm even thinking about putting him in my captain spot. I like Vinny that much in tomorrow's slate. Other than that, Art and Caserado. Art is probably my favorite DFS Counter-Strike player to play. just in terms of GPP, because he can have a crazy good game, he can have a crazy bad game, but no matter what, he's going to be aggressive every single freaking round. He is the most aggressive player in Counter-Strike history. His opening kills are going to go great. So Art, $7,400. I love that price. We'll always go after Art no matter what. And then Caserado is going to be my favorite pay-up option at $9,200. Those are my three favorite plays. Junior's been decent. He could have a good game tomorrow. $6,400 is another solid price for him. I just don't see myself going after him as much. And then Yuri at $8,200. I'm all right with that price, but there's other players like Art and Caserado that I'd rather go after besides Yuri. Plus, he hasn't had as good of a tournament so far as the other guys. But it's going to be a difficult slate tomorrow, so hopefully we can work out something and make some money tomorrow. Win another GPP, make a decent chunk of money. But I want to thank you guys all for watching. Obviously, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, comment. All of our socials are in the link in the description below, along with our merch and the link to pick some parlays. So go ahead, check that out.